If you take a look at some of the research that's out there, the vast majority of adults don't follow an adequate home care routine. But what was most important in this study is the next sentence. Even in those patients who do regularly brush and floss, they still lose ground and deteriorate over time. If your patients and my patients follow the directions that we learned in school, that we're teaching our patients, they are still going to lose ground. We're going to treat the cause more than we're going to treat the effects. One of the problems we had with our conventional methods of gingivectomies and doing some of the gum removal was that was a response to an infection. We want to treat the infection, not the response to the infection. The World Health Organization report of 2003 showed such a huge number of patients worldwide that have periodontal disease. If you'll notice in this graph, this is of 144,000 patients, largest periodontal study that was ever undertaken. This are the people with no disease. This is the United States. Healthcare providers, we're successful about 5% of the time. If our goal is to deliver health, we got a 95% failure and we got about a 5% success. Well, that's not really great. Because you see, bleeding on probing is an indication of inflammation. That's called gingivitis. We've got 95+% of the patients have gingivitis. If it's a biofilm disease, then we're not adequately treating that biofilm disease. If we're talking about the obvious calcified biofilm, we've got as much as 90% of the patients have calcified biofilm. So much so that 66 or 65% of them have 5 millimeter pockets or greater, and 20% have 6 millimeter pockets or greater. And it's not just the World Health Organization report that says that. If you go to the American Academy of Periodontology and look up epidemiology and etiology of disease, this is a direct quote from their website. They define periodontal disease as loss of clinical attachment, and what they're saying is that 80 to 90% of all adults lose clinical attachment. Well, guess what? That sort of shows almost the exact same thing that the World Health Organization report demonstrates. What we have been doing is the best we had. That's the bad news. Now here's the other side of the coin. When you walk out here today, you're going to have something that's going to turn these around.